This episode is sponsored by ZoneTech. Made with natural bamboo fibers, ZoneTech is stronger by nature. Learn more about ZoneTech composite decking at zonetech.com. Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in. In this episode, my sons will help me install this composite deck. This is by ZoneTech. It's made with bamboo and recycled plastic. It has a really nice, clean, modern look to it, and it was very easy to work with. We'll get started at the front of the deck and work our way back towards the building. This way, if we have to make any rips, they'll be close to the building and less noticeable than at the front of the deck. To make sure I have a perfect reveal around the deck, I've made a simple jig with 1/4-inch plywood. The majority of the deck will be fastened with the Infinity clips by ZoneTech, but at the front of the deck and near the building, I'll need to screw through the face of the decking. And here I'm using a self-countersinking screw. The last 1/2 inch of the screw has a reverse thread that bores the material out and countersinks the head of the screw. That's a nice hole. Nice and clean. Once we get the decking in position, we'll tighten up the clip on the inside and then place the next clip, but not tighten it all the way down. Just about there. And that gives us a little room to work with the next piece. I'm good here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'll have to come to you a little bit?
Yeah.
How's that?
A little bit more.
Good.
Good.
Perfect. Great. For longer runs where you'll need to butt joint the decking, you'll need to sister up the joist to provide enough room for a clip at the end of each board, and this also provides additional support. Since I'm installing the deck on a pretty warm summer day, I'm going to keep the joint tight. If I were installing the deck during the cooler months, I would allow for an 1/8 to maybe 3/16 of an inch expansion gap in between the joint. The last board, or X-beam plank, needed to be ripped to fit and then attached to the joist by screwing through the face of the deck with self-countersinking screws. The ZoneTech X-beam plank is double-sided and it's also available with a solid edge, and I'm going to use this around the edge of the deck as a fascia. To help me install the fascia, I've attached a temporary cleat to the edge of the rim joist. Well, that looks pretty good. Nice. All right. Good down there?
Yep.
I'm using a piece of solid 1/2 inch fascia board to make molding for the transition between the building and the deck. And since the molding is so small and to help prevent splitting or cracking, I'll pre-drill and countersink the molding before attaching the molding to the building with trim screws. We didn't want to put a railing on the deck, so we decided to grade up to it. We started with 10 yards of fill dirt, which is about half the price of topsoil. And then after spreading the fill dirt, we ordered another 10 yards of topsoil. Jack and I moved and spread the fill dirt, and then Michael and Walter moved and spread the topsoil. And I got to tell you, Michael and Walter got the better deal. It's a lot easier working with topsoil than it is fill dirt. I'm adding another piece of trim to the edge of the deck or the apron. This is Zomtech 1/2-inch fascia board, and I'm ripping it to 2 1/4 inches. This piece will go under the 1-inch thick solid edge plank I already attached and act like a step down detail. I'll use a finish nail to create a small expansion gap between the two boards. I decided to use sod because I was worried about the occasional summer downpour that could cause a lot of erosion, and the sod really wasn't that expensive. For 340 square feet, it was $160. Turns out that I could have used a little more, but for this small area, I'll just seed, fertilize, and then put down some straw. The straw will help the grass seed get established by providing shade and also holding in some of the moisture during the day. And the trick here is with sod and grass seed, you have to water it, and you have to water a lot. Okay, well, it's been a little more than a week and the grass is coming in. I've cut the sod. I ended up using the string trimmer to cut the sod. I probably won't use my mower on the sod for at least a month or two. I think my zero-turn lawnmower will just rip the sod up. But anyway, I couldn't be happier with this deck. I think it has a really nice look to it. I've had some friends over to the house and they really like it. So definitely really happy with this project. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will do a Q&A on this project on my Shop Talk channel. So if you're not subscribed to that channel and you want to hear that, definitely check out the link in the description to my Shop Talk channel, which is where I just talk about projects. There's nothing being built on those videos. I basically just talk about what's going on with projects that I've worked on, and also YouTube and all kinds of things. So as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. A big thank you to Zomtech for sponsoring this project and supporting my channel. To learn more about Zomtech bamboo composite decking, visit zomtech.com. To keep up with current projects, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. For vlog style Q&As, check out my second channel, Shop Talk. I'll have links in the description.